Yes,
okay,
we can hear you. Tell us what's going on out front.
Okay, sorry, I'm not hearing anybody in the studio. So this is live TV. This is what happens during breaking news. So joining me right now is John Cox. We met in the line for wristbands this morning. John, you're a former assistant U.S. attorney. You told me this morning you tried cases. Tell me what you told me this morning at 7 a.m.
I said I thought the jury was going to break on the sexual violence count, and I thought they would return the parties to the status quo, about a $14 million verdict.
And you thought that Depp would win. Did you expect he ran the table?
I didn't see that.
He didn't. No. He won every count, but he didn't get the $50 million.
It just seemed like there was competing facts on both sides, but the sexual violence count didn't seem like there were competing facts.
Interesting. Your thoughts on the verdict for Amber Heard based on the second Waldman statement? They found it was defamatory and that Adam Waldman made that statement on behalf of Depp as his agent, and they awarded $2 million in compensatory damages, 0 in punitive. Your thoughts on that?
Well, she had her witnesses testify, and it was other than her, and they said it didn't happen. So there's a basis for that finding.
Your general reaction, I mean, I feel like you got the verdict pretty much right.
I didn't get to see the whole trial, but from what I saw, it sounded like if the jury had to make a decision between him or her, and you had to weigh the facts, it seemed like his side put out a better case than her side.
Very interesting. Well, thanks so much. We were going to let you get into the shade because guess what? It's a steamy day here in Virginia. Yes, so we are going to go. Thank you so much, John. It was so good to meet you. Okay, so we are going to go out into the crowd. I guess I could walk and talk with you guys. I'm going to try to find some of the people who've been here since day one. So let's do that and take a live look as we do this as to what's going on. Camille Vasquez and Ben Chu made a statement just a short time ago. It was short and sweet, and then they took off. So here are the cameras. A lot of international media here. We're going to cross over here. Pardon us, excuse us. And just so you guys know, I'm not hearing any hosts in the studio or anything like that, just for technical purposes. But we are going over here to try to find some of the supporters who've been here since day one. Hi there. Hi. Oh, hi there. Oh, well, thank you. I appreciate that. You're very sweet. Thank you. Okay, so let's. Oh, sorry. So sorry. Excuse me. Let's find some of the people who've been here for a while. Let's see if Becca will talk to us. Oh, Tiffany. Okay, so Tiffany Lund has been here since day one, and we met on the first day of this trial. She was the first person I interviewed. Tiffany, we're live on the Law and Crime Trial Network. We're on our YouTube channel, of course. Your reaction?
First, I'm going to say hi, Mom.
Of course.
I think it's good because it showed that the jury found that he did not do the things that she said. The money, he wasn't going for the money, so I'm all right with the money. It just found that she didn't have any clout in what she was trying to say.
Were you surprised that they found for him on every question?
Absolutely not.
Absolutely not.
Absolutely
Okay.
not.
Were you surprised that they found on the second Waldman statement?
Yes, because, I mean, if it was just Johnny, it would have been different, but it also was Waldman too, so.
As his agent.
Yes. So there could be speculations, you know, that would be like me going around saying something about my friend over there and then, you know, falling back on her because of the things that I said.
So Amber Heard put out a statement, her team did, basically saying this is essentially, and I'm paraphrasing here, a slap in the face for the Me Too movement, that you know, they had said in closing arguments this would send a message for all domestic violence victims and survivors. We had some people on the air earlier saying they don't believe that. They believe that this is this case has to be taken as it is. Yeah. Your thoughts on those kind of claims that this somehow you know, does a disservice to victims of domestic violence, male or female?
No, I think it shows that men can speak up too, because it's usually women that do. So I think it is not a setback for either side. Just if you do it, come with the truth.
Any other thoughts, Tiffany?
Bye, Mom.
Tiffany, thank you so much. It was so good to meet you.
It was a pleasure meeting you. We'll stay in touch.
All right, we need to go find some other people. Let's walk through the crowd here, see who we can find. We've met a lot of people over the last several weeks. We should probably get that woman when he's done. Let's see who we got.
She knew him.
Sorry. Do you want to talk to us?
You want to talk to me?
Yeah, come on over. This is John Witherspoon. John Witherspoon is a lawyer here in Virginia. John, you've been coming to the trial. Your thoughts on the verdict?
I thought it was very fair. I was glad to see Johnny Depp prevail because I thought the evidence did support his side of the case. I do feel bad for Amber's side. I think her lawyers did a nice job, the best job that they could. And I feel a little bit bad for Amber. I'm sure she's bitterly disappointed and probably not able to really understand what happened, because I think her mindset was that she was in the right all along. And I think that was revealed when she was on the stand in particular. But, I wish them both the best. I really do. And I'm sorry that the case has been a platform for a lot of venom and vitriol that's been flung at Amber. But like I said, I wish her the best, along with Johnny.
Yeah, and vitriol, yes, I agree with you on the vitriol part. But really, I think this case should be taken as a message about the truth, and the truth being important. And people should not be afraid to speak up as victims of domestic violence, whether they're male or female. I feel like, in a way, we've heard people saying that this verdict could hurt domestic violence victims. In a way, I almost feel like this trial, watching it unfold and watching some of the comments, may empower victims of domestic violence to come forward.
I think that's absolutely right. And I think one of the real positive things to come out of the case is going to be a larger national conversation about some of these types of issues. Female on male domestic violence, male on female domestic violence. I think that the verdict has the potential to reset some of the dialogue about the Me Too movement and the woke movement, only to the extent that it will probably encourage people to be a little bit more circumspect before they immediately hear an accusation and react to it in the way that it seems like Disney did with, as soon as the accusation was lobbed against Johnny, it seemed like Disney immediately sprung into action and threw him under the proverbial bus or under the proverbial pirate ship.
Or over the ship,
Yeah, right.
They walked him down the plank,
Well put, yes. So I think that part of the conversation is going to be very interesting, just exactly whether we wait until the facts come out or whether we react immediately.
And if anybody from Disney wants to call us and comment, feel free. We will bring you on. Jerry Bruckheimer, we will bring you on. Sean Bailey, we will bring you on. Okay, as far as the second question about the Waldman statement and them finding that it was defamatory, your thoughts on that?
I think that was a fair result on that question. And I don't think that the implication of it was as profound as what Amber Heard said about Johnny Depp. And as a result, I think the monetary award was appropriate based on the level of damage that was done.
Okay, great. Thank you, John Witherspoon. I appreciate it. So sorry, we've got to move around the crowd, but it was so good to meet you. Thanks so much. We'll be in touch, right? Okay. All right, we're going to move out over to Becca. Miss Becca has been here every day, and she said she'd finally talk to me after weeks of me trying. Becca, you've been here since day one. What do you think? What are you feeling?
I feel happy and excited, and I feel that it went in the correct direction for today. And I even thought, it could go one way, the other way, both ways. I mean, this was a really tough case.
Yeah, it's defamation. Defamation with a public figure it's difficult, it's got a higher standard. you know, you were here supporting Johnny Depp. You would line up on the street every day and watch him leave, shoot the cell phone videos. You know, he's in the UK. I mean, your thoughts on this coming to this type of conclusion. I mean, he didn't get the $50 million in damages that he wanted, but he ran the table. He won every question.
Right, and I feel that the most important thing aside from money was that he got to tell his story. He got to tell the truth about what happened, and I think that was what was most important. Even if he won $1, I mean, he got to finally speak up for himself.
You and I were talking, I think yesterday possibly, the days are all running together, but you said that you were following this during the divorce case and the UK trial. Given that background, have any of your feelings about the case changed at all?
No. Well, just with the end part, I suppose with Adam Waldman's statement being found as a defamatory statement and possibly untrue, with the details that I learned from the divorce to the UK case to now, I just feel, though, that it is true that she did cause a hoax and said some false things, and but other than that, yeah, I think that this went in the right direction.
Why did you start following it? I mean, were you a Johnny Depp fan, or did you just see something that struck you about it and you took an interest?
A little of both. I am a Johnny Depp fan and have always been since I was a child. But it started with the kitchen video released to TMZ, and I almost was in disbelief because there were claims attached to the kitchen video, and it didn't show anything towards her, but you can't help but think, is it believable or is it true? And, you know, I am a victim of multiple things, and I tend to believe all women, but this specific case opened my eyes to not believe all women. And following the evidence and from the divorce through the UK trial, as we said already, I just was a little bit disappointed in myself for taking that stance at first because I didn't have all the facts.
Do you think it should be less about believe all women, but just maybe listen to the evidence, listen to the facts, take these things seriously instead of coming up with slogans that automatically convict people?
Right, yes, I do. I just
kind of how I feel about it.
Yeah, and you know, we've been saying, you know, domestic violence, there is no gender for domestic violence. It can happen to anyone. It can happen to, you know, an older male with money or fame, or, you know, it could literally happen to anyone. If he was truly deeply in love with her and wanted to make it work, he was willing to put himself through hell to do it. And it can happen to anyone.
Becca, thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Angenette.
It's been so nice to meet you, and it's been nice to meet everybody. Everybody's been so kind. So I'm sure we'll talk another time, okay?
Thank you.
Okay, have a good night. All right, so let's see. We've got some more people here. Here, let's see. Hi there, how are you?
Hi, I'm doing fantastic, thank you.
What's your name?
I'm Sophia.
Sophia, have we met before and I just forgot?
No.
Okay, if I did, I apologize.
No.
You know, it's been a long few weeks.
No, you're all good.
Sophia, where are you from?
I'm actually from this area. I'm from Virginia.
Oh, okay, great.
Yeah.
So, your thoughts? What are you thinking and feeling right now?
Well, I'm definitely shocked to see how the case turned out. I was a little bit more shocked to hear that Johnny Depp didn't get any punitive damages.
No, he did.
Did he not get compensatory damages? Because I know he got $0 for one of them.
No, that was Amber Heard. So
He didn't get any punitive damages?
No. So here's what happened. Let's just clarify, because I think this is confusing for people who don't follow.
Everywhere.
Yeah, I think it's really confusing. So he won on every question about the defamation. They awarded him $10 million in compensatory damages and $5 million in punitive, but there's a cap, a state statute, a state law, and the cap is $350. So the judge brought that up. So he was awarded, the jury did award him punitive damages. She got 0 punitive damages and $2 million compensatory for the second Waldman statement. So does that clear things up?
It does, except I am still a bit confused because I understand that to have compensatory damages, you also need to have at least $1 in punitive damages. Is that not correct? Because I understand the litigation for that is you can't.
I think they have to award for the compensatory at least $1.
Yes. To have punitive damages.
Yeah, but they didn't award punitive. So anyway, what are your thoughts about how this unfolded? the decision, the verdict?
I'm pretty pleased. Yes, I think that it played out how it should have been, and I'm very happy with how it worked out.
Have you been following the case the entire time?
Very roughly, yes, but I have been following because it has been on pretty much every single news network there is.
Okay, great. And is this your son? Or?
Yes, this is my son.
Okay, you brought your son out. Okay.
Yeah, I did.
Explain is this, I don't want to misstate the character. Is this Mad Hatter or something?
Yes, it is,
okay,
correct.
That's what I thought. Okay, what's your name?
Hiroki.
What is it?
Hiroki.
Hiroki, nice to meet you. How is this, what's it like for you to be here, you know, hanging out with Mom during this big day?
How's it going?
It's like nice. It's like good and nice.
Do you want to say anything to Johnny Depp?
I wanted to, but it's like there's just so many people. Like it's hard to say.
There's definitely a lot of people.
Okay.
Yeah, no, the kids don't.
Thank you guys. Okay.
Much. See you, bye-bye.
All right. Okay. So, thank you guys. Okay, so I think I'm sending it back to you guys. Stacey, let's send it back to you. I'm going to run around and get some more interviews, but I thought we should run around and kind of get the flavor of what was going on here outside the courthouse, kind of just the scene and all.
Absolutely, taking the pulse outside there while the fans still linger around despite this intense heat out here. You know, someone said welcome to Virginia, so they're probably used to it. But I think that those were some really interesting interviews of the people who have been here since day one, and some really thoughtful reactions to the verdict as well. Always good to sort of have that color of the scene out here. I mean, the crowd is starting to disperse. I can tell you our cameras did catch Amber Heard leaving out the back door of the court a little while ago. We're working to turn that video around from you. We know at this point we have statements from both of the stars. I just want to recap for anyone who may sort of be joining now. About an hour ago now, these verdicts came in, the jury handing down a huge win for Johnny Depp, finding that Amber Heard did make 3 defamatory statements. There was actual malice behind it, and awarding him $15 million in damages. As for her countersuit, they found 1 of the 3 statements made by Johnny Depp's attorney, Adam Waldman, was defamatory. Amber Heard being awarded $2 million in damages. But most observers say, look, this is a major win for Johnny, not so much